Yo, what's going on, snipers, and welcome back to our Arizona Coyotes franchise mode here in NHL 22, and we are back up here in the Stanley Cup Finals after a little bit of a scare with the Kraken, because I did take a 3-0 series lead on them, but then we dropped 2 straight games, and I felt like we were going to honestly be reverse swept, because our offense was absolutely insane in those first 3 games. As you can see, we won 6-2. Then we won 3-1, then 7-2, then we lost 6-5, and then afterwards we dropped 3-1. So I felt like our offense all of a sudden was going to be really quiet. But then in a big game number 6, we won 3-0. The former Kraken in Steven Fairchild picked up 2 points in that game. Really good performance from Korea as well, and we managed to close out the Kraken. And now we're taking on Florida for the Stanley Cup, and I'm a little bit nervous because Florida is a very good defensive team so far this postseason. They also do have some good offensive pieces, so we need to find a way to beat their goaltender Spencer Knight in order to win the Stanley Cup. But you can see that they have a pretty solid roster, really solid left wingers and center depth. The right wingers are not bad either, but Konechny is getting a little bit old, so they are a little bit weaker on the right side. Defensively, they're not the best defensively, but they do simulate really good. And their goaltender and Spencer Knight, as I said, has had a historic playoff so far. He's 12-2-1. He's got 4 shutouts in 15 starts, which is nuts. A .935 save percentage and a 2.1, so he definitely wants that Stanley Cup. He's 35 years old as well, so probably close to retirement, I'd assume. So yeah, hopefully we can find a way to beat him and get ourselves another Stanley Cup. Because, yeah, right now he's just been really good in terms of keeping the puck out of the net. Our team's been really good in terms of scoring goals, so it's going to come down to if our offense can score on their goaltending if we want to win that cup. So, also, I forgot to mention, we did make some adjustments to our lineup at the end of last episode, and I did readjust it back to the way it was before. Because before, for Game 6, we did have Delmo here instead of Ustorf. I decided to throw Ustorf back in because Ustorf is definitely the better of the 2 overall players in terms of that. Also, defense score is back to normal, and obviously we're going to be running Korea to start the playoffs in the Cup Finals, because obviously he's been insane so far. He's not been as good as Spencer Knight has, but he's been the better of our 2 goalies. So, and yeah, there's our depth, but yeah, hopefully we can get that 3rd Stanley Cup. We do definitely got the good roster for it. We got a good center depth, we got good complementary wingers, we got good defense. Goaltending has been really good so far this playoffs as well. And the depth scoring on this team has actually been really good too, because, for example, this 3rd line has been absolutely insane, and I really hope that they could do good in this Cup Finals and help us capture that Stanley Cup, because it'd be really nice to win 3 cups in a 5-year span, because I don't think I've done that in a very long time. But let's get into Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals. We got home ice advantage. Let's see if we could beat the Florida Panthers en route to another Stanley Cup. Come on, guys. Just think of the experiences we had in the past, and we know how to put away series and stuff like that. We got the experience level, we got the depth scoring. We just need to find a way to win 4 games against Florida. Let's see what happens here in Game 1. Home ice advantage. Come on, boys. First period of Game 1. 1-1, I'll take it. Yoshimura scores, that's good to see, considering most of his points so far have been assist related, because he's been probably setting up like Shelly and Penner. But Bohinski's going to tie the game up for them. Shots are 12-8 in favor of us, so not the best defensive period. 1 goal on 8 shots isn't great, but at least it's an even first period, and hopefully we could have a good second period like we've had in the prior rounds. Second period, 3-2 for us. Let's go. Agostino and Spalling made it a 3-1 lead, but then Scrivens makes it a 3-2 game. So far, we are definitely scoring more on Spencer Knight than he's used to allowing. And we have 30 shots through 2 periods, which is actually insane. 30-11. So Korea needs to be a little bit careful. He hasn't faced a lot of shots, but he's allowed 2 goals. So he might not be fully warmed up yet. Let's see if we can add some insurance here in this 3rd period. Come on, boys. Let's add that insurance, please. Mishkov, Kagorodov, somebody on the team. Shishkinov, maybe even Pellikil. Nicely done, boys. Our Pellikil's been solid in the playoffs as well. He's got a couple short-handed goals, and Spalling makes it 4-2. Let's go, Spalling. Isn't that his 2nd of the night, or no? Can't remember. Nyquist makes it 4-3, though, as they get back in this game again. Come on, guys, just lock it down. Lock it down. Let's go. 4-3 winning Game 1 of the Cup Finals. We outshot them 37-27, so they kind of pushed back a little bit near the end. But we do escape with the 1-goal win because of Carl Spalling. Let's go. Yoshimura from Burkov and Bilesma, Agostino from Bilesma and Geeky, Spalling from Darlene, and Spalling from Shishkinov and Kagorodov. So yeah, Spalling with 2 goals. He's been really good actually for the 4th liner in this postseason, so really like to see that. Him and Bilesma both with 2 points and a bunch of 1-point players. Any badly minus players? Nope. And in goalie-wise, probably one of the worser efforts from Korea, but it's okay. He's not going to have just a complete dominant 16 games. And we managed to beat Spencer Knight as well in that first game, so that is positives for sure. So Spalling gets first star with 2 goals, Bilesma the second star, 2 assists and 4 hits, and Agostino the third star with 1 goal. Agostino has been consistently good this playoff run as well. I don't know who on our team is in the mentions for Conn Smythe votes, but I'd assume he would be up there. Him in Korea for sure. He hasn't been as dominant as years past, but if he wakes up, all of a sudden he might be really good to get it. Okay, so we have a 1-0 series lead here in the Stanley Cup Finals. I'm not going to make any adjustments because that was a decent enough first game, but if we lose this game, obviously I will make some adjustments. Let's see if we can take a 2-0 series lead on the Panthers. They have not lost a game on home ice, so once we get there, it's going to be a little bit scary. First period of game 2, and it's 2-1 Florida. Not the best. I mean, they were shot at 17-9, so at least it's still somewhat close for that much shots against. Filppula and LaHoo, and then Michkov pulls us back within one goal and 9 shots. Pretty solid ratio to beat somebody like Spencer Knight, who's got that 935 or had that 935. Let's see if we could tie this game up in the second period and maybe have a tie game going into the third, or can we get the lead in the second is the question. Second period, 2-2, let's go. Kagorodov. Our depth scoring on that right side has been really amazing so far. Michkov, Kagorodov, and then Shelley's been really good as well on the third line, even though he is playing on the left wing this year, which is a little bit different. Shots are 27-23 in favor of Florida. It's a 2-2 game. Can we take the lead in the third period? Who do we want to rely on? I don't really know. Agostino, maybe. Sasaki, Colin Spalling again or something. Come on, boys. Come on, let's get that lead. And also play good defensively, too. Still 2-2. Are we going to be going overtime? Shishkinov makes it 3-2 all of a sudden. And are we going to lock it down? Power play late in a short-handed goal in the final minute against. And guess who it is? It's the guy that played only 23 games with us in Anisimov. Are you kidding me? Oh, we had a power play to try and close out the game in the final minute, and somehow we allow a short-handed goal against. I don't know how that's possible, but it is what it is. Shots are 38-33 in favor of us. It's a 3-3 game. We need a hero here. Overtime underway. We started on the power play briefly, but it got killed off. Come on, Michkov or Agostino. Oh, are you gotta be joking me? And they can get a power play, and Filppula wins 4-3. And the Florida Panthers have tied the series headed to their home, which is scary because, like I said, they have not lost on home ice this postseason so far. Michkov from Fairchild and Agostino, Kagorodov from Matthews and Shishkov from Kagorodov and Matthews. But that short-handed goal late from Anisimov. Spencer Knight picked up an assist on that too, which is crazy. He's doing everything for them this postseason. That third line was a minus, which is kind of a surprise. And Korea, once again, has not been really that good in the Stanley Cup Finals. There's the 3 stars. I might make some adjustments, even though that was an OT loss. Wait, that was an OT loss. Why does it say L? What? Okay, that's glitched out. That should say OTL. I don't know why it's saying only regulation loss. Maybe because of this goal in the final minute that they didn't expect. I don't know. Let's make some adjustments here. Not that I like making adjustments, really. Let's go Matthews back to the top line, move Geeky back to second line. And I think that might be it. Maybe we'll make some defensive adjustments. There you go. Burkov and Sasaki. And yeah, we'll still run Korea. Even though he hasn't been as great in the playoffs. Or in this Cup Finals. Okay, game number 3. Can we take a 2-1 series lead here and hand Florida their first loss on home ice? That would be awesome if we could. They've been a really good home team. We need to find a way to beat them. First period, 1-0 Florida. Not good. Lundell scores on Korea. Shots are 11-10 in favor of us. But we're down by a goal after 1. At least it's somewhat close still, but we need to definitely find a way to get our offense going in the second period if we can. Second period, 2-1 Florida, so we did get the game back tied up, Austin Matthews, but then 3 minutes later, Bohinski restores the lead for the Florida Panthers. Shots are 22 apiece. It's a 2-1 game for the Panthers. We need to find a way to tie this game up and win it. Come on, boys. Let's wake up here a little bit. Okay, Gorodov, Michkov, Agostino, Shelley, Spalling. Power play opportunity? No, we do not convert. Final 10 minutes. Come on, guys. We need 1 goal. Spencer Knight is so good on their home ice, it seems like. Final 5 minutes. Come on, guys. We need a goal. Ustorf. I don't know who I want to call upon. And Hedberg gets the empty netter. And we lose 3-1. And all of a sudden, Spencer Knight has taken over the series. Oh, this is not good. Yeah, I'm going to make some big adjustments, I think, to our forward core. Because Spencer Knight all of a sudden is woken up. And, yeah, now that he's awake, they are 2 wins away from the Stanley Cup. And we got to find a way to win in Florida here to get ourselves back in the series, I'd say. Agostino has been a little bit quiet as of late, too. So I'm going to do something drastic, and that's moving Gorodov to the top line. And Michkov is going to be playing second line minutes, which you guys might think is insane, but we are going to do that. And we are going to move McIntyre to the third line as a center because he can't take faceoffs. And I am going to move Penner down to the fourth line. So separate that third line, separate the top 6 a bit. And then defensively, we're going to go back to Dahlin and Burkov, Fairchild and Bilesma, Hordichuk and Sasaki. And I think that's what we're going to do. I feel like I should put down Moen. Yeah, you know what? I might take Ustorf back out of the lineup again. Yeah, I'm going to take Ustorf out and throw in Dalmont. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. So some crazy adjustments, but we need to get ourselves back in the series here. And then more likely Ustorf would go back in at some point. But, yikes, I need to find a way to score on Spencer Knight. And there's nobody in the minors I want to call up, I don't think. Like, let me just go to roster moves out of curiosity. I know it's a little bit early to do this, but McGrath could play top 6 role on defense, but I don't want to call him up already. Appleby's ready to play. That's interesting. Silverberg isn't. A lot of good overalls down there in the AHL. Donovan's not ready to be an NHL goalie. So the only 2 I would really call up is Appleby and McGrath. So maybe Appleby gets called up next game. We'll see what happens. But for now, let's see if we could tie the series up at 2. Because we need to find a way to score on Spencer Knight. So here we go. Game 4 in Florida. We need to tie this series up here, boys, or else this is not good. First period, 1-0 us. Let's go. And guess who it is? It's Gorodov on the power play. Let's go. Gorodov getting a little bit more ice time, getting moved to the top line. He gets also some more power play chances, I guess, and he converts. Shots are 13-9 in favor of us. It's a 1-0 game for your Yotes. Second period, 4-1. Let's go. There we go. There's the offense we needed. We finally found a way to beat Spencer Knight here in Florida. Because like I said, he's been kind of locked in Florida, it seems like, based on the record. They were 8-0 on home ice, and if we could hold off them in this third period, they will lose their first home game. Burkov, Dahlin, and Shelley score, so another power play goal, and then Nyquist made it a 3-goal game. Shots are 28-17 in favor of us. Well, let's lock this down in the third period here, boys. Penalty kill, and Johnson makes it 4-2. That's Eric Johnson, the forward. Come on, guys, lock it down. Penalty kill again, and Phil Pila scores. It's 4-3. Our penalty kill's not doing good all of a sudden. That's scary. Come on, guys, lock it down. You got to be smart on defense. Here, penalty hour play. No, we do not convert. Final few minutes. And we lock it down, just barely edging them out. So Florida almost used that home ice to their advantage, but we outshot them 42-21. So Spencer Knight still played good, but we managed to beat them on home ice. So that's their first home ice loss of the playoffs. We win 4-3. Gorodov from Yoshimura and Spalling, Burkov from McIntyre and Dahlin from Spalling, and Shelley from Shishkinov and Yoshimura. But we almost botched a 4-0 lead, so that was a little bit scary. Markkanen got first start, so I guess Spencer Knight got pulled after that first period. Again, he didn't allow a single goal, which is interesting. Dahlin gets second start, and Eric Johnson the third. Interesting. Goalie-wise, yeah, see, Korea wasn't that great in that game. And then I guess Spencer Knight got pulled. Yeah, Spencer Knight got pulled early in the game because he wasn't doing too well. And then Juho Markkinen came in and almost gave him a chance to come back in the game, which is kind of crazy. Okay, so we have a tie series headed home, so this has been a very close series so far, as kind of expected. I don't really like Oostorp being scratched. I don't know if I should throw him back in or not. I do like the story of Dalmo, though, being out there. Don't want to take any of these other guys out of there. And we'll just keep with what works. It got us a win. I don't like having Oostorp scratched, like I said, but it was one game. We had to do it at least. He's going to get scratched for this game as well. Because now if we can win on home ice, we have a chance to win the Cup in Florida. We got to use this home ice to our advantage and see if we can take a 3-2 series lead here. Come on, guys. I'm calling on Agostino because I haven't seen him score in a while. And I know he likes to come through with some goals. So, come on, Tyler. Come on, Captain. Let's get this. First period of Game 5. 1-1. I guess I'll take that. Eric Johnson opens the scoring for them. But Michkov scores for us. So that's good to see that our top line just picked up a goal. Shots are 14-8 in favor of us as well. So, a very dominant first period in terms of shots for us. But Spencer Knight keeping his team in it, which he always does. Second period. 2-1 for us. Let's go Michkov again. Michkov has had some clutch goals in this game so far. He's got 2 tonight. And we're up 2-1 going into the third. Shots are 23-17. Can we get some insurance and lock this down and have a chance to win the Stanley Cup in Florida? Come on, guys. Come on. Get some insurance here. Power play. Long power play to start the third period. And we do not score on it. That was like a 7-minute power play. Which is kind of nuts. Come on, guys, we need some insurance here, please. Final 5 minutes of this third period, and there's a big goal from Sasaki. I believe it's his first goal of the postseason, maybe only second. But we win 3-1, and we are 1 win away from winning another Stanley Cup. Let's go. Michkov from Shishkinov and Geeky, Michkov from Shishkinov, and Sasaki from Kagorodov and Agostino. Wow. We're 1 win away from doing it again. What a great performance from Korea. 3 stars of the game, Michkov, Korea, and Shishkinov. And yeah, we're 1 win away. The only question is, are we going to be able to hand Florida their second loss on home ice of the playoffs? We did beat them in game number 4, but we got to beat them here or else we're going to a game 7 for the Stanley Cup, which is going to be kind of nuts. And I think I'm going to just keep Dalmo in the lineup because Dalmo deserves an opportunity to be in the Cup photo this year. Oostorp, I think, has already won 2 Stanley Cups on her roster, hasn't he? Gotta double check on that. Just because I'd like to give Dalmo a chance if we do win a Stanley Cup. So yeah, or Oostorp has already won one Stanley Cup, I guess. Yeah, I think he's only won 1 Stanley Cup. Maybe he lost the Cup Finals, actually. But regardless, I think Dalmo deserves an opportunity to play in this game. And this team has won a couple in a row since making these adjustments. So let's see what happens. See if we can win that Stanley Cup here in Florida. Hand them their second loss. We'll do a real-time simulation this game just because why not? Come on, boys. Let's close out the series in Florida and win that Stanley Cup. Real-time simulation. Let's see if our offense can get going here. But yeah, shout out to Spencer Knight, though, for how good he's been playing against us. And LaHoo makes it 1-0. That's not good. And Douglas makes it 2-0. This is not a good start, guys. If you want to close out a team, you need to play a little bit better defensively than this, too. I don't want to go to Game 7. I'm kind of scared if it goes to a Game 7. And we're going to be down 2-0 after 1, so not a good start for Korea. Shots are 12-9 in favor of Florida. We're down 2-0 because of Douglas and LaHoo. Can we wake up in the second period and get back in this game? Come on, boys. I know it would be tough to beat Florida on their home ice again. Just because of the way we beat them last game. They're definitely hungry to beat us here. Come on, guys. Let's. Burkholz makes it 3-0. That's probably going to do it, I'm assuming. Unless their team can come back. But it looks like we might be going to a Game 7 on home ice for the Stanley Cup, which I might go back to our original lines. Kagorodov makes it a 3-1 game. So that's good. Pulls us back within 2 going into the third. Shots are 24-19 in favor of Florida. Can we get 2 goals in this third period and tie this game up? Let's see what happens. Come on, boys. We need Calvin Shelley to start scoring. He hasn't scored in a while either. Power play opportunity. And there's a goal from Geeky. Huge goal to pull us within 1. Can we tie the game up? Can we tie the game up? Come on, boys. Let's just go down to 4 times just in case for some reason something happens. Come on. Oh, Bohinski makes it 4-2. And we are going to a Game 7 for the Stanley Cup as Kagurov pulls us within 1 late, but it's not enough. A goal from Bohinski proving to be the game winner. This has been a very close series. A lot of 1-goal games. Damn. So Kagorodov's 10s from Agostino and Matthews. Geeky from Yoshimura. And Kagorodov from Matthews and Agostino. Oh, that's unfortunate. We're going to a Game 7 though for the Stanley Cup. We got home ice advantage at least, but we knew this was going to be really a cakewalk with Florida. It was going to be tough because of Spencer Knight. So, 1 win away from a Stanley Cup and 1 win away from losing it. Come on, guys. I want to win the Stanley Cup badly. We're going to definitely go back to our original lines. Sorry to Delmo, but Ustorf is going to go back in. And we're going to go back to the same third line that we had at the beginning of the playoffs as well. And we're going back to Michkov on the top line. Even though Kagorodov's been good, we got to find a way to get this team to do as good as possible. And right now, there we go. And yeah, we're going back to Korea still. So this is the team going into a Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals. Will this team be able to win the Stanley Cup on home ice? I hate how close Stanley Cup Finals games get. Like when it gets to a Game 7 like this is going to be a nail biter. Let's see what happens. Real-time simulation for the Stanley Cup. Come on, guys. Let's win on home ice. Just win on home ice. That's all you got to do. Use the fans here. Advantage, and Kagorodov scores early in, which is not great necessarily to score early in as Burkles answers back. But maybe that's a good sign for things to come. Come on, guys. Let's get back that lead. We're getting badly outshot in this first period, which is scary. But at least Korea's warmed up a bit. And Matthews, Austin Matthews with a huge goal at the end of the first period. We had 2 goals on 6 shots somehow on Spencer Knight, which I don't know how it's possible with the way he's been playing this postseason. But a big goal from Austin Matthews. Shots are 13-6 in favor of Florida. We're up 2-1. Can we get some insurance here in the second period? Come on, boys. We need guys like Calvin Shelley as well to start scoring, and Scrivens ties the game up at 2. Goddamn. Come on, guys. Come on. Michkov, Agostino, you haven't scored in a while either, and Shelley scores. Let's go, Calvin. That's why I brought you back on a 1-year deal, and Kagorodov scores 2. Our right wingers are coming through with some big goals here in Game 7. And we're 1 period away from winning the Stanley Cup as Austin Matthews with another late period goal with 19 seconds left. 5 goals on 18 shots on Spencer Knight. All of us needs allowing way too much goals. And we are 1 period away from winning a Stanley Cup again here in Arizona. Can we lock this one down? We'll start at an 8-time simulation, but we'll go down to 4 times in the final few minutes, and I'll let you guys watch the celebration regardless if we end up losing. Philippine makes it 5-3. That's a bit scary. Power play, we do not convert. We'll go down to 4 times since we're into the final 10 minutes. Power play, come on, guys. Nope, no conversion there. Oh, man. Are we going to do it again? Looks like it right now, but I'm kind of scared. Let's go into this game. I'll let you guys watch the final 4 minutes. And yeah, hopefully we can just lock this down and win that Stanley Cup. Now, at least it's going to be another home ice Stanley Cup win, because it's always nice when you win on home ice. So I'll let you guys watch, and I'll see you guys back up here at the end of the celebration and all that.
Late goings of this period. The Coyotes lead by a pair. It's 5-3. Florida's won it. At center ice now. He grabs the puck. And he takes a shot. Blocked in traffic. And just like that, from out of nowhere, comes up with the puck. Nice pass. Inside the offensive zone. Florida's got possession of the puck. Takes the feed from the left side. Looking to make something happen along the boards. Here he is from the slot. Grabs it with the glove.
I like the goalie's positioning here. He was aggressive enough to make a save on a dangerous chance. Oh, we all won this in the driveway of our homes, hoisting a pretend Stanley Cup. but there's the real one. What a thing of beauty.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the cup is in the house. Center's gliding up to the face-off dots here. Philpol has won the draw. He scores! Well, don't turn this one off yet.
Well, you better not. We're still here. If we're here, you gotta be here too.
The Panthers are back at center ice, probably breathing a little easier now, Ray.
They needed to get one, James. If you trail by 2 for too long, the clock just runs out on you. You run out of time.
Taken by Darlene. Under a minute to go in the third. Takes the feed. And that one's broken up by a great defensive play. Arizona's ready to go on the attack. Huge hit on the play. Quick feed to Scrivens. Florida's trailing. That's why they've got the extra attacker out on the ice and the goalie on the bench. Slides the puck over. Oh, and it stays out. He got a piece of that one. Takes it to the front. Oh, major league block on the play. And there's a much-needed whistle, Ray.
Back in the day, you just take the puck and shoot it up into the crowd. That's a penalty now. The only stop you can get is from the goalie freezing it.
The frozen biscuits dropped, and we are back underway here. And now it's D'Agostino. Sends a pass over. Matthews carries the puck in his own zone. That pass goes a little sideways. And there it is! No harder trophy to win in sports than the Stanley Cup, and they're doing it.
Every time I see the players celebrate, I can't help but feel a little jealousy for the fact that they got to run through the final stage. They deserved the trophy, and I never got to lift it. I look at them and I go, man, you guys have accomplished everything.
You can sense that anticipation to hoist the cup, but a pretty respectful moment here, Razor.
The fact of the matter is everybody has lost way more than they've won. And so even though you're on the winning side, you know what everybody else is feeling.
Any arguments with your Conn Smythe winner?
In my mind, none. The best player throughout the playoff tournament, I think he should be honored as the Conn Smythe Trophy winner.
Just sheer joy down on the ice. You're at ice level. You're on the ice here right now, Ray. What are you seeing?
Everybody's focused on the trophy about to be presented, but it's everybody else on the ice that I see. They're hugging onto each other. There's tears in their eyes. Everything they dreamed about is now coming to fruition.
Amazing. Oh, they get to take the tour with the championship. I can't even imagine what that feeling must be like.
What an amazing accomplishment to win. And it must be such relief to get your hands on the trophy, to realize this is it. This is what I played for.
And as they gather for the team photo, there are your Stanley Cup champions.
This is the emotional picture, the one with the cup for the first time. The polished one will be in a couple of days when everybody's shaved their beards and combed their hair.
So there you guys have it. We have won our 3rd Stanley Cup in a 5-year span, I'm pretty sure. Wow. That was a little bit of a close one near the end as they got a late goal and a big couple block shots from, I don't know who it was, if it was Fairchild or what, but I got to take a look back at that because it was actually kind of insane, those shot blocks in the final few minutes. But oh, I'm so glad we won the Stanley Cup. And then it said that Shishkinov won the Conn Smythe, which I think is a bit of a surprise. So I got to definitely make sure if he actually did win that Conn Smythe or not. But yeah, there was a couple big saves as well by Korea near the end of it. Good to see him get his first Stanley Cup because he was in the AHL before that. Because we've now had like 3 different goalies that have led us to Stanley Cup wins, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So let's see, where was those block shots? I think they were like in the final few minutes, or in the final like 30 seconds or something. I thought this was like a boarding penalty against Agostino, this one. I don't know if it was a penalty or not. I don't think so. But it was a big hit by Agostino. And then, as you can see, oh yeah, it was right here, I think, was Scrivens. Good pass out to Charpentier. He shoots it. Oh, no, that was the first one that was stopped. Then they got a good chance right here, which was really dangerous. Charpentier with a shot. A huge shot block. And yep, it was Fairchild. So the guy we traded for with a massive shot block to help cap up this cup, which is crazy. Right there. Blocking that. And then he manages to block this as well with his foot. Huge performance there. And then a big save just to cap it off by Korea. And yeah, that was really big. Big performance at that time. Actually, just for all you Leaf fans, here's Austin Matthews in an Arizona Coyotes uniform. Rocking the stash still. But let's take a look quickly at Agostino when he was on the ice, because I want to just get a better screenshot of him actually playing than the one of him on the bench, just because he is the GOAT of this series probably. There he is, look at him. Such a great player. And yeah, let's just take a quick look at our player stats from that all-important game. Kagorodov had 3 points, Matthews with 2 big goals as well. So that second line stepped up right at the right time. And goalie-wise, not a great game from Korea again, but he had a really good first 3 rounds, and then he kind of dropped the ball in the Stanley Cup Finals. But obviously, it's a much tougher task when it's a team like Florida. So, oh, I am so glad we won another Stanley Cup. Wasn't sure if we were going to. Let's take a look at the player stats for the entire playoffs, and then we will simulate up to the awards and wrap up the season. I don't think we're going to look at the draft lottery results yet, but we'll definitely do that at the beginning of next episode. But yeah, I don't know when you guys want me to end this series. Like, I still want to go all the way to the end of the series, but we've won 3 Stanley Cups now at this point, so. But Matthews, 19 points in 22 games. He was unreal this year. He might retire as well. We'll find that out in the next episode because I don't want this episode being like 50 minutes for you guys. Penner and Geeky both 14 points. Penner was a really great story on that 3rd line. Spalling 12 points on that 4th line is fantastic as well. And Dalmo had 7 points in 11 games as a depth guy. Really solid. Agostino 25 points in 24 games. And then they gave it to Shishkinov, the Conn Smythe, but I don't know for sure if it actually will go to him. 24 points in 24 games. Only 4 goals, but yeah, 20 assists is pretty unreal. And then McIntyre 5 points. Kagorodov 25 points. Michkov 23 points. Yoshimura 18. Shelley 14. And only 1 for Ustorf. Let me just go to forwards quickly. But you can see why our team won, though. We had literally... we had 6 players. 18 plus points. A lot of good depth scoring on the roster. And then defensively, Darling and Fairchild, really good defensive pairing. Both a combined plus 37, I think, with my math in my head. Sasaki had 7 points as well. Like, our defense was really good. Like, that addition of Fairchild won us the Stanley Cup, I think. Just the way he played defensively. Like, I'd like to bring him back if possible, but I don't really know what we'll have to do to be able to afford him. Because he's definitely going to want a lot more money. A lot of block shots. Good, yeah, a lot of block shots. Pretty much that's the gist of it with Fairchild. And there's our other defenseman. Goalie-wise, Korea was fantastic early in the playoffs. Kind of dropped off in the Cup Finals, as you can see now, a .917 save percentage, but still a Stanley Cup win. And then Galiev also winning, I think. He was technically, I guess, a part of the Stanley Cup winning team at one point as well. But yeah. Oh, that's so good to see that all those guys winning another Stanley Cup. So now Agostino, Shelley, Michkov, and probably a few other guys, Geeky, would be 3-time Stanley Cup champions. Most of the rest of the roster has changed a bit, I think, since we've won cups, but I could be wrong with that. So there you go. That is that. Let's advance to the awards. And like I said, we will not look at like retirements and stuff in this episode and the draft lottery results. Not that it matters about the draft lottery results yet, but let's take a look at the awards, see if we won anything else other than that. Okay, so yeah, we won our Stanley Cup. There's our 3 and 5 years. We went to 4 Cup Finals in the last 5 years. Only lose to Pittsburgh, which broke up our streak. And then yeah, Columbus also won last year. But yeah, 3 and 5. That is a good little dynasty going for this Coyotes team. The Devils won the President's Trophy, and it was us in Florida Cup Finals. Individual award-wise, Brad Lambert's going to win the Art Ross and the Hart. Not a surprise. Manny Pietrangelo wins the James Norris. Lambert also wins the Bing. Eakin wins the Calder for the Calgary Flames. Shishkinov did win the Conn Smythe, in fact, so that's our first undrafted. He was an undrafted forward because we randomly signed him, didn't we? I think he was undrafted, so that's like the first undrafted forward probably to win Conn Smythe. Maybe. I could be wrong with that. Actually, I guess Gretzky, in a sense, could be technically considered undrafted, but still. Hornqvist wins the Vezina for the New Jersey Devils. He also won the Jennings. Judre is going to win the Masterton for the Winnipeg Jets. Cox wins the Jack Adams for the Anaheim Ducks. Yeager wins the Selke. Lambert wins the Lindsay. And Darlene wins the Richard. So a lot of awards for St. Louis Blues players. But good to see Shishkinov getting that Conn Smythe. But he is on the last year of his contract again, so he might head the free agency this year because of the money. AHL award-wise, Silverberg was the MVP in the AHL, which is kind of a surprise. And that's the only AHL award we're going to have down there. Actually, wait. Well, yeah, that's the only award. Former goalie in Wallstead is still in the AHL, apparently. So there is that. And I think that's almost it. Let's take a look at the contract situation and draft class and stuff like that, I guess, in progress reports as we normally do. So draft class-wise, just in case you guys want to know where we're drafting, obviously it's number 32 because we just won another Stanley Cup. But there's like guaranteed top 6 forwards that look pretty good. This guy's NHL ready apparently in Keaton Vickers, so he might be our pick easily. Just because we definitely could always use some more prospects regardless. There's a guaranteed low lead center though, which I might rather take even if this guy is a few more years out. But yeah, this draft class actually might be pretty solid. Might be a good draft, which is nice for our team. Any other guaranteed low leads that we could pin for later rounds? Because that would be nice if there was like 7th round low elites. Because I always like to build up those low elite pools. Sauer looks pretty good, but we don't know for sure. He might be a decent pick. That guy might be decent as well. Not 100% sure of that though. We'll leave the rest of this. And then progress report wise, any statistical growth and stuff like that. Yoshimura is up to an 83 at 20, which is awesome. He's listed as a second liner, so I don't know how we're going to get him second line minutes when he's behind Kagorodov, Shelley, and, well, Shelley's on his same line, Kagorodov and Michkov. So, yeah, hopefully Yoshimura doesn't complain about his ice time too much, because he is a really good player, but I don't know if that means Shelley should just be knocked out completely out of the lineup or what. Darlene dropped off a lot. I don't know if he's going to retire still this offseason. Him and Matthews probably both would retire, I would assume. And if we do lose both of them to retirement, then we will have to find some replacements. And we'll have extra cap space because of that, which is good. Shishkinov really dropped off a lot, but he does have statistical growth. He's still an 84, which is kind of surprising based on his play. Shelley an 85. Gorodov an 86. Is that statistical? Yeah, a lot of statistical growth with this team. McGrath is up to a 79, so technically we could let go of Hordichuk or trade away his rights. And then McGrath will take over on the top 6. Agostino is still getting statistical, not a surprise. I'd like to find a way to keep Stephen Fairchild, just for our defensive core. And that's that. Korea getting some poise probably. Yep, some poise from the cup win. And in the system, Donovan's up to a 73, and anybody else high overall? Svesterlin's still 78, but he will be back on a roster probably next season. Maybe use his depth, I don't know. Appleby's dropped back down, looks like. Voloshenko's up to a 76. Looks like we're getting some good growth in the minors for some of our top prospects. Not that we have a whole lot of them, but Lynch is up to a 67. He was our first rounder last year. Almost forgot about him. And so on like that. And then in terms of our contract situation, to wrap up this episode, because we're right around 40 minutes, I think. You can see these are the big ones up for renewal. Austin Matthews, like I said, probably will retire. But if not, we could always bring him back, but I don't know if we will. Fairchild, I'd love to keep this guy around. And I think that price point is not really that bad. But there also is guys like Shelley who want $9 million still. And then there's guys like Shishkinov who want $10 million potentially. Penner's probably, yeah, he wants almost 4. So his team could get a little bit pricey. A lot of UFAs as well, which makes it a little bit more tough to negotiate with. And then goalie-wise, Korea's up for renewal, but he is an RFA. He only wants 1.65 for 1 year. But we should be able to sign him long-term if we want to keep him around as our starter. And unsigned-wise, the best prospects that are unsigned are Leslie and nobody in goal. So there's that. So anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this episode of our Arizona Coyotes franchise mode. So in next episode, we will have the draft and re-sign stage as we look to find a way to win more Stanley Cups. We've won 3 in 5 years, and we could go for a 4th. And yeah, hopefully we do, because it'd be nice to win another Stanley Cup again, because it's always just nice when the team does well, and you get guys like Agostino and stuff like that, who at this point, he'd be a for sure Hall of Famer, I think. So I'm going to think down below, and I'll see you guys next time.